here we're back again.
That's right. That's right. What's going on? This is Sunshine.
And E.
Hey, what's going on? All right, what we got going on?
We are still in the memory down old school songs. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna jump on the spinners.
We're gonna do spinners, and it's weird that if you look at some of the like we're doing the spinners. I think we did something with the Temptations. We did another group, but it's all in that same wheelhouse of
Harold
time.
Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Yeah. I think there was in '75. I think that was. I can't remember, but back in that era, you had a lot of R&B groups, and right now I don't know if you can mention any groups. It's very hard to get a group. I mean, like when you got 4 or 5 guys or 4 or 5 women or a group of, it's just mostly one person.
So what is Earth, Wind and Fire considered?
They were considered a group too, but they all did a lot of special things like that. I think what's Philip Bailey, isn't it? I think he did something on his own. I know that Maurice White actually did something with gospel with the Hawkins, Eternal Life. He did some, so they did a lot of other things, and they speaking of that, Hawkins, they actually did Happy Day, which actually played. I think it was one of the first gospel songs to play and do well on regular secular radio. So there's a lot of history in some of these older groups. What they did, a lot of them came out to church, and
a lot of older groups did come out of church. Well, especially even soloists.
Yeah, a lot of
soloists, came out of them.
But I think what happened is as time went on and money, you start splitting that money, and it gets a little tough when you're just like, we're famous, we can't walk down the street. We ain't hardly got any money. I'm still living on my mom's couch. So I mean, I think that was one of the issues, that there's just too much to be splitting, because everybody's like, I'm the top guy, but I write the songs and you go on, I put the steps together, so you get to all that stuff. So, but we're gonna get into the spinners, and we're gonna do this song. It's called "Working Your Way Back to You." And we're doing that because she wanted to do that. I wanted to do. I believe they did the song "Rubber Band Man." I wanted to see that because I remember they did a act. They had rubber bands. Hey y'all, prepare yourself. But anyways,
we'll do that one too.
Maybe we'll do it down the line. But right now we're gonna do the spinners. Working my way back to you, and this is one of them classics that you hear. I think.
Okay, see, but the difference is this is '79. When did Rubber Band Man come out?
I don't know. It's probably in that same wheelhouse within 3 or 4 years of that, probably.
Oh, maybe.
But that was a lot more famous song, I'm sure. Because I think they're probably still getting paid off that song. Because I think I've heard them commercials before.
Maybe so, yeah.
All right, so let's check them out. Right. Before we get started, if y'all can like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share, please do that. And let's get into the video, Spinners.
Okay, again, I gotta say, these groups back in the day were all about the steps, uniform steps.
Now I remember you mentioned about that, and you said about some of them were. This one looked like a little bit more high energy.
Yeah, but
I think this one here,
the really Temptations are too.
Temptations they had a lot of moves, but they were real simple moves. They pat hands but they were simple, not hard.
Okay.
They're not great.
All right.
You're not
so
gonna sweat after
the
that.
spinners were.
Let's look at how spinners move.
Are they all still alive? Anyone know?
Yeah, y'all let us know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I didn't realize. I forgot they did have a deep bass.
Right.
Still not as deep as.
You were so in love with me. I played around like I was free. Thought I could have my cake and eat it too. But how I cried over losing you.
I'm sorry to stop this, but I want people, if you ever seen the movie Piece of the Action with Cynthia Portier and Bill Cosby, there's where they working with these kids at this school. And there's a guy, kind of chubby guy, that if you ever go back and look at that, kind of looks like that lead singer. They might be related, who knows? Uh-oh.
Been playing every day. Oh, I used to love to make you cry. It made me feel like a man inside. If I had been a man in reality, you would be here, baby, loving me. Now my nights are long and lonely, and I ain't too far, babe. I just miss you so. Girl, but you're too proud and won't give in. But when I think about all I could win, I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get away. Every day. My road is kinda long. I just gotta get back home. Oh, I'm really sorry for acting that way. I'm really sorry. Ooh, little girl, I'm really sorry for telling you lies for so long. Oh, please forgive me, girl. Come on, give me a chance. Won't you forgive me, girl? Hey, let's start forgive me, girl. Let's start again. Come on, forgive me, girl. I want you over and over and over and over again. I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get working. Another day. My road is kinda long. I just gotta get back home.
They had them steps down.
Hey. But listen, this was a era of time that people really forgot what was really going on musically. And when you listen to that song, what do you call this? What kind of music would you say this is?
A little disco.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. See, a lot of people, when you listen to a lot of it, like To Be Real, that was disco.
Yeah.
There was a lot of big hit songs back then with disco, but they just adapt because disco was hot. And then all of a sudden, people said disco was dead and they killed it. It's like the YMCA came out. I mean, the Village People sung the YMCA and all that, and then they like sick of disco. But a lot, if you go back and listen to even we call it R&B, it played on the R&B stations, but it actually deep down was disco music. It's weird how it was real danceable music, so that's why it was real popular.
Yeah. I love these older groups. Their performances. Well, today's performances are good too. They're more high energy.
Right.
These were more, I was gonna say high energy, but conservative high energy. If that makes sense.
Right.
I thought we were done. I took my shades off.
Oh, okay.
I still got to remain in character. Sunshine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, but yeah.
It was a little low key what they do, because when you take and you look at New Edition, they kind of did something, but they took it up another level. You really had to practice, you really had to be in shape.
Oh, well,
you know, to do stuff like with New Edition, and once you start getting up to that era. But before that, it was all about the moves, because as you see, most of these guys, if they walk down the street, you know, sometimes if you see a celebrity now, you would think, oh, maybe the way they dress, what kind of jewelry, you think, but these are like average dudes. And it must have been kind of cheap to, you know, for the wardrobe, because all you like, give me 5 of those pants, 5 of those shirts, 5 of those suit jackets.
What they probably did was they probably had a seamstress making their outfits.
It could have.
I'm thinking that's what happened.
Like them,
I don't know for sure. I'm just
this particular group. I might not think of because it was basic suits, but you're right. On some of them, like we did, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Somebody probably made those for them. Yeah, if you go back and check that video, I think somebody may not. Some of them did. Yeah,
go back and watch that video.
They're a little different. You know, those are the ones that you. Yeah, that's tough.
You can't buy those out the store.
No, you can't. But we're gonna go on, and it's funny because as I was listening to the group, I started thinking about a lot of other groups. Like, you know, when you talk Earth, Wind and Fire, then you start getting to late '70s. I guess early as you start to get to Switch, which people talked about. You start in the bars, which, you know, and then you start. There was a group called the Jets that kind of had a little bit. It was a short run, but it was a family, I think. And Heat Wave.
I
mean, you could just go on. What's it? Daz. You remember Daz?
Yeah, I remember Daz.
There was a lot of groups, just groups after groups, and they just, you know. It was
and one of our subscribers, when we were listening to the Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak, mentioned, say, what do y'all know, meaning us, about New Birth? Yes, I know about New Birth, and I commented back to you. So, yeah, those kind of groups,
right,
was just really, yeah.
And I remember going to school and listening to some of the music, like people would have a radio or, you know, play the music, and there was these 2 sisters. Their last name was Scott. A song would come out on Monday. By Wednesday, they know all the words. I mean, you're playing in there, and there was just something. I mean, they must just loop that, just listen to over, because less than 2 days or less, these 2 sisters knew every word of the song. It's weird how
you know how I used to learn words to the song?
What's that?
To a song. Some of y'all don't know about this, but they had records.
Oh,
they
yeah.
had 45s or what were the albums? The albums.
Yeah, LPs. You had 45s, 33s. Those are 33s.
Okay. And when I was trying to learn, and then we used to have the little handle where you put the needle on the record player.
That's before my time, but go ahead. I don't know.
Stop.
No, go ahead.
And you take the needle, and then you lift the needle up, and then I write the words down, and then I go down and let it play the next one. Then I write the words down. I keep playing and go, and then I go back and ask, oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong word. By the time I was done with that round, I knew the song.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That was my way of learning the song.
And then
some songs.
And then later on, a lot of artists start putting their lyrics on their, like some of them you open, like Stevie Wonder. He did songs of the Key of Life. He had all the lyrics. There's a book that had all the lyrics in that.
That was very rare. That
as it got on, they started doing it. And then with the albums you could do it, but then when we started getting the CDs, it was a little tough to put all of them, and then, you know.
Or they would put a little cover, a little sleeve inside.
Right. So, but it goes back a little ways. But that was a spinner working.
I want to know, anybody commenting this, anybody who ever pulled out one of those sleeves in those CDs, and did you really actually read the words, sing the words from the sleeve?
Oh, okay.
I want to know. Let me know if anybody did that.
I did. Even when they had when they had cassettes, they had it where it folded out. You can unfold it.
Oh, well, yeah.
And they had the lyrics in that. I already used
right,
when I had good eyes at the time. I would, because it was real little, like Mike's print. So I would read it there. Because the reason why I really got into it was a lot of times, for years, I was singing songs, and I was like, oh, is that what they were saying? Like, there's a song that by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, called "The Love I Lost." I never knew what they were saying. I didn't know what they were saying, but then one day somebody mentioned, they said, "Oh, the love I," oh, that's what they said, "The love I lost." I didn't know what they were saying. I was just making up words. So that's why I started reading when they start coming up, because like some of them they weren't real clear with their words. So I'm like, oh, that's what they're saying, you know. So maybe some of the new rappers, maybe they need to start doing it. Now, this ain't a
We'll
joke.
see.
I'm just saying it because a lot of times they ripping real fast. And you can't understand. We're gonna go that route, and then maybe, you know, so that they can move for, you know. Then everybody got a different, you know, dialect or whatever you want to say. But hey, y'all, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification.
I don't know about you.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to shut you off,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
having a good time with these old songs, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and also share. Keep the comments coming. And I do believe that's it.
That is it, and I thank you for listening to Sunshine and E.